All of America is getting ready to have their fantasy squads put together. Everybody's ready to make their confidence picks. Everybody's getting ready for Super Bowl squares, and we haven't even started week one. Why? Because we love the National Football League, and we love the NFL here on the Sports Cubicle. We continue our huge NFL extravaganza show. It's the marvelous one, Dan Marver. It's Devin Tingle. It's Paul Chivari. I'm Mike Mercado. We get right into it, baby, because you can't tell us who was right about last season. It might have been Paul Chivari, but nobody counted officially. But right now you can, because we have to make our league predictions, and we will start off with divisional winners. Paul Chivari, who wins each division?
I'm going pretty basic, and I think when I double checked it, it was similar to last year. So NFC, Cowboys in the East, Packers in the North, Buccaneers in the South, 49ers in the West, Bills in the East and the AFC, followed by Bengals in the North, Colts in the South, Raiders in the West. But give me this. I got to go Raiders. I got to make that. Maybe that's my bold prediction. But Chiefs are probably the logical choice. Chargers are an impressive team. Broncos are an impressive team. Raiders are an impressive team. That's the hardest division, I think, to predict if it's not going to be the Chiefs.
So you have all AFC and NFC. Anything else? Did you go through all your picks?
Oh, do you want me to go through Super Bowl and all that?
No. You got all your divisionals. You feel good about all your divisional picks?
That's all 8. Yeah.
All right,
Cowboys,
beautiful.
Packers,
I wanted to make sure I gave you
Bills,
one
Bengals,
last out,
Colts,
my guy, because you picked the Raiders. So I wanted to make sure you had one last shot.
Yep.
But that's what we love you. And
I'm going Raiders. I think they'll surprise this year. I gotta stake my claim. It's going to be the toughest division, but I think they'll do it.
You could be right on it. We know in the NFL it's crazy, but we move on to the marvelous one. Marver, division winners. Let's go.
Okay. AFC, Bills, Chargers, Bengals, Colts. But I think the Chiefs will still be a wild card with the Ravens and Dolphins. And then in the NFC, I like Buccaneers, Rams, Packers, and Eagles. And then Saints, Vikings, and 49ers as the wild card. And is this Tom Brady's last dance?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
GOAT.
Always a story. The NFL always full of juicy stories. Devin, you hear the marvelous one. You hear the dangerous one. Where are you on division winners?
I kind of lean a little bit closer with Marver here, but, for the North, I got the Packers, obviously. Let's be real here. For the NFC East, I got the Eagles with the question mark next to them because, it's kind of hard to pick a team there. If we're going with the NFC South, I had to say Tampa Bay because anytime you have Tom Brady, you have a chance. But I think Baker Mayfield with Carolina could really be a sneaking team, so watch that one. NFC West, Rams, hands down. Come on, seriously here. AFC East, Bills, also hands down. AFC North, I'm going to go with Pittsburgh because they got Mitch Trubisky, and he's made it to the playoffs 3 times, guys. Trust me. AFC West, Paul, it's the Chiefs. Get your head out of your ass. Come on, man. And then AFC South, I'm going to go with the Colts here because when they had Phillip Rivers in 2020, they finished 11-5 here. And I'm not saying Matt Ryan is, as good as Phillip Rivers here, but it seems when this team has a veteran quarterback, they perform pretty well.
I will be going with the LA Rams, the Green Bay Packers, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And in the AFC, I will be going with the Buffalo Bills, the Denver Broncos, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Indianapolis Colts. Oh, there's no way none of us end up with egg on our face. Who wins the league MVP? Paul Chivari, is there a third time, or I guess it'd be his 4th time or his 8th time? I don't know. He owns the Bears. Does Aaron Rodgers win another MVP? Is it somebody else? Who's the MVP of this season?
It's going to be the best quarterback. I didn't think about Rodgers because, of course, lately he's been great, and he can take all the ayahuasca he wants to achieve like total consciousness and be one of the most surgical quarterbacks in this league. But I think if the Chiefs do win it, you got to talk Mahomes. If the Packers win it, and I know it's not playoffs, I'm talking about regular season, winning their division handedly. Packers, Chiefs, maybe Allen with the Bills. I got to go Allen or best quarterback.
There you go. That's a good one. All right, we got Josh Allen. Marvelous one. Who wins the MVP?
Well, the Rams are going to repeat the Super Bowl, so I'm going to go Stafford, believe it or not. But
wow.
although the GOAT will be in the Super Bowl too, so I'll give him a good shot, but that's my pick.
Wow. Okay, marvelous. We'll get back to that in just a little bit. Devin Tingle, you have some shoes to fill. Who wins the MVP?
Now, I'm going to go 50-50 here. It's a cop-out here. I do agree with Paul that Josh Allen is most likely going to get the MVP, but I could also see, what guy retired and came back? What guy could also qualify for comeback player of the year? And what guy could this be his last season? If Tom Brady performs like Tom Brady does, this could be like, oh, here you go, Tom. Here's that MVP trophy. Not because you were the best, but because you're Tom Brady, and this is the storyline we want to fill to get viewers. So who I want, Josh Allen. I think he's got the better chance. But if Tom Brady plays Tom Brady and the NFL is the NFL, I don't want to agree with Paul because I want to keep this interesting. So I'll say Brady here.
There you go.
With Allen is my number 2 here, just so we don't have a tie.
Now we have all different guesses because I'm going with Justin Herbert is your NFL MVP coming up this season. We have so many things we could do to talk about the NFL, but we're running up against the clock. And our boss doesn't pay us as it is, doesn't even know we're doing this show. So we have to make sure we wrap up sooner or later. So there's some stuff we're going to talk about next week. There's going to be stuff we're going to talk about as the weeks go on. But this is the prediction everybody has been wanting to make. We're going to predict the championship games and the Super Bowl and your winner. So when I throw it to you, give us the championship game, give us your Super Bowl, and give us your Super Bowl prediction. I will start off with the marvelous one.
I gave you a sneak preview, Rams-Bucks. Rams win it. That's it.
In the NFC Championship, who comes out of the AFC?
Oh, out of the Bill. Oh, yeah, but out of the AFC, I feel that it's probably going to be the Bills.
Okay,
sure,
and we got a repeat champion. Marvelous. There you go. Marvelous with the Rams. Paulie Dangerous. You have a Rams-Bills matchup coming from Marvelous one. Where does Paul Chivari see the Super Bowl? And how does the NFC Championship, AFC, how does this all work out? How do we crown our ultimate champion?
Well, I had Rams-Bills in my Super Bowl last year with the Rams winning it. I don't have them coming back. I think NFC is going to be Cowboys in the Packers. Although I like Tom Brady in that championship game, but I think somehow Dak Prescott with a chip on his shoulder gets as far as possible. I think ultimately he runs into Aaron Rodgers. And in the AFC, Bills Chiefs. It's got to be Bills Chiefs. That's the best of the AFC right there. And I think it's going to be the Bills this year. And Bills Packers in the Super Bowl, the Bills will be victorious.
Wow. Nobody circles the wagon. Paulie with a Packers-Bills Super Bowl has the Bills winning one. Devin, bring it, kid. Who wins the Super Bowl? How do we get there? Give us all the juicy details.
I feel like Marver has been looking over my notes here because for the AFC Championship game, I also say Bills and Chiefs. And if it doesn't fall down to a coin toss again, I think the Bills actually win this one here. And if we're going NFC Championship game, I'm going to say the Rams and Tampa Bay. And if this wasn't 2021, I would say the Rams and the Packers here. But Paul, they always choke in the NFC Championship game. They always choke, except for the year they beat the Bears and won the entire thing. Come on, man. And I'm going to agree with Marver here. Super Bowl matchup. It's going to be the Rams. My original notes, I put Rams versus whoever here. But I'm kind of torn here because I could see this going either way here. But I'm going to go bold here. And I'm going to put my Sports Cubicle title on the line here. And I'm going to agree with Marver and say it's going to be the Rams here. They were a great team last year, and they've made so many big moves. You know, they picked up our number 1 wide receiver in Allen Robinson. And Matt Stafford's going to know how to work with them. It was a great team last year. It's made a lot of good moves in the offseason. I mean, how do you not?
I will be going with a Packers versus 49ers NFC Championship game and a Bills versus Ravens AFC Championship game. And my friends, it will be the Baltimore Ravens beating the Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson winning the MVP of the Super Bowl, adding to his league MVP and telling that ownership, give me all that money. My friends, we've done it. We've made it. Kickoff is right around the corner. We got to talk about Tony La Russa. We got to talk about this Bulls trade. but we had to talk about the NFL and your Chicago Bears. It was such a pleasure on this edition of the Sports Cubicle to have the entire company together with the marvelous one, Dan Marver, with Devin Tingle, with Paul Chivari, and myself, Mike Mercado. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at Sports Cubicle TV. We're on SoundCloud if you missed any one of our past episodes or interviews, over at WCPT820.com. And of course, check out our ugly mugs over on Roku at the Rewind Sports 60 and everywhere else at Mercado Airwaves Network. Guys, it's football time.